Hello, ladies. My name is Scarlett, and I will be helping mediate the situation today. I'm the head of human resources. I've experience in facilitating any type of conflict. A couple ground rules I would like to establish today is to be respectful and understanding of each other's feelings. No interruptions, no talking over me as the mediator. Do not talk over each other. If needed, cover face gestures or hand gestures that can be offensive. And just simply do it with a notebook or some type of book just to cover up, and let's be mindful of each other's feelings. Please keep in mind we have a minute each to discuss the conflicts we're having with one another. So to start it off, I would like to know a little bit about yourselves. So Michaela, if you can tell me a little bit about yourself.
Yes, my name is Michaela Fair, and I have been working here at the Fair Firm for the last 5 years. The Fair Firm is a family-owned business, and I do take pride in working here. I plan on working here for as long as possible.
All right, thank you. Alexis, if you could please share a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so I'm Alexis. I basically been working with Family Fair for the last 3 years. The first year I was the office assistant, and the last 2 years I've been Michaela's secretary.
All right, perfect. Thank you, ladies, for sharing. So I would like to start off with Michaela. What are some conflicts you're experiencing with Alexis as of recently?
As Alexis stated, she has been my secretary for the last 2 years. The first year and a half, Alexis and I was going well as far as communication and just working together. In the beginning, Alexis was on top of everything I needed her to be on top of. But as of recently, she has been missing very important calls with my clients, and she hasn't been at her desk when I need her to be there, whether it be just me checking on her or I need her to go print out something for me. She isn't there. I don't know why she's missing these scheduled calls because we have a schedule as well as she has her own schedule that she knows the times that people will be calling. So I'm not really sure what's going on with that.
All right, so what I'm hearing from Michaela is that she is not at her desk whenever you need her, and she's also not picking up phone calls with the clients, and you don't know what's going on in her personal life. That could be hindering her job. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right, Alexis, if you could explain to us what are your conflicts with Michaela as of today?
Yeah, so basically me and Michaela have had a lot of communication conflicts over the last month and a half. Basically, I just feel like we're not on the same page as far as communicating. I also feel like we have such a tight schedule where we have to take calls back to back. We can't miss any of them. And unfortunately, I've been having some personal issues that are falling into work. I do admit that. So trying to find a balance if I'm having an emergency situation to also get my work done, and basically just overall just working on the situation as a whole as far as taking my lunch and bathroom breaks in a timely manner to make sure that I'm also focusing on the calls and not rushing people off, but making sure that I also take the same amount of time to recuperate and get myself back together so I can have the energy to do my job efficiently.
All right, so what I'm hearing is that both, from what you just told me, is that you are indeed having a communication problem with Michaela. You also have personal issues that are kind of hindering your job, and whether it be a lunch break or a bathroom break, or just simply anything else. And you're trying to perform your duties to the best you can, but there are a couple things that are going on in your personal life that's kind of affecting you.
Yes, that's correct.
All right, ladies. Well, I think we should regroup a little bit mentally and let's go over what was just discussed. So, you both are admitting to having a communication fault with one another, and you both are also having a type of time scheduling conflict, and that would be either with Alexis needing a break or Michaela needing Alexis at her desk at a certain time. So if we can just talk about a couple options of how we can come to a resolution, and that something would be fair for both of you, of course. So Michaela, if you could please explain to me or list off a couple options that you think you would like to take.
Yes, if we were going through with the just fair firm policy, the initial reaction would be to fire Miss Alexis, but I would not like to follow through with that. Instead, another option is we can better communicate as far as Alexis telling me when she has an emergency or um, just getting a better schedule on when she will need to use the restroom or look take a lunch break. Uh, just scheduling and communication is where I would like to go from here. Just doing better at that, both of us.
All right, Alexis, if you could please tell me a couple options that you are thinking of to come to a resolution with Michaela.
Yeah, basically, I just want to get our communication back on track. I worked with them for, like I said, 3 years. We've had issues before, but they were never major and we resolved them pretty quickly. I want to get back to our communicating. And then I also want to just make sure that I can also have like maybe a set time for lunch and a set time for some of my breaks. So that way it doesn't intervene with scheduling with the appointments and getting, back to people on time. And then also just overall as a whole, just getting back to doing my job efficiently. If I have a personal matter that I do need to take care of.
All right, so I'm hearing that both of you are wanting to work with one another, and that it seems like the agreement that is overall fair for both of you is to start communicating effectively and also to create a certain time schedule that holds both of you liable to anything that will occur with it. So I think those are great ideas. So, or can we both agree to, first of all, having a time schedule that's set in stone? So if Alexis needs to be at her office 5 minutes before the phone call, or if she needs a certain lunch break, that will be established, in writing by any means. And also, Michaela, that you will communicate with her when you need her specifically, whether it be a certain time of the day. Is that something we can both agree to?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, thank you, ladies. So I would like to thank you both for your time and for coming to this mediation. I wish you all well, and I hope that this comes to a perfect resolution for both of you in the end. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you so
Thanks.
much for your time.